Home rule did not occur in Washington, D.C. until December of 1973. In fact, it was Christmas Eve of 1973. And we in D.C. were very lucky and fortunate indeed to have as the first president to be elected after achieving home rule for it to be President Jimmy Carter. When President Jimmy Carter arrived along with First Lady Rosalynn Carter, Washington, D.C. had a friend, someone who respected our desire for real autonomy, respected our desire to be recognized political players on this grand political stage. In fact, one of the very first things he did was to appoint our Democratic National Committee woman to become the first African-American woman to be in any presidential cabinet. Patricia Roberts Harris became the Secretary of HUD and then later Secretary of Health and Human Services. And then he also appointed the alternate Democratic National Committee woman to be his special assistant in the White House, Martha Bunny Mitchell. It was also very new for us in Washington, D.C., but we were determined to become respected, formidable players again in this political process. And so we were very eager to have our own kind of unique Democratic state dinner. In other states, they'd call it the Jefferson-Jackson Day dinner. We called it the Kennedy's King dinner. But it was important that significant members of the Democratic Party would respect that and participate in our event. Who was there? First, early and enthusiastic, President Jimmy Carter and First Lady Rosalynn Carter. We in Washington, D.C., just like this entire country and possibly people throughout the world, are deeply in debt to Jimmy Carter and Rosalynn Carter, because he was such a man of faith, a man who practiced his convictions, a man of God. God bless you, Jimmy Carter.